Hello everybody, it's Laurel. I'm just kicking it in the bathtub, isn't this where all moms hang out to make videos and get a little break? So my name's Laurel Elaine Wontuck and I'm an executive leader with Young Living. I've been with Young Living for over 5 years. It's pretty amazing, basically since I had my daughter, and she's gonna be 6 in June, so that's incredible. So we use these products firsthand, so I'm really excited to share about them. And I thought, what better place to illustrate how fun bath time is and how wonderful Young Living has made bath time. Because when she was little, honestly, I was going to be the mom who did not use any products on her. She was not going to do sugar. So you know how that goes. So once my bubble burst and I got into reality, I had to find some products I was going to use with her. She eats sugar now. Way too much for me. She eats meat. I was vegan for many years and I was like, my kid's never gonna even have anything bad in her body ever. And my daughter would literally eat meat every meal, everything, all the time. I think she's part wildcat. So you gotta let go of some of these preconceived notions, and you have to find something that works and you feel safe and confident with, but that also is gentle on the environment. It's not made from all these chemicals. You should see the bath gel that my family gave me for Christmas. It was Paw Patrol, so okay, she's really into that. This had all these weird dyes in it, red dye number 5, and then it had nothing good in it, all these super long names, couldn't pronounce any of them. So I wanted to know about Young Living's Kidscents Shampoo. There are a few intimidating names on it, and I thought, okay, so first says water, and then Decyl glucoside. I'm thinking Decyl glucoside, that sounds a tiny bit overwhelming. So, I went to good old Google and I did a little research. And so actually the glucoside, when you think of glucoside, it's kind of a sugar-based thing derived from the palm kernel oil or corn sugars or coconut sugars a lot of times. And they have deemed it safe. It's plant-based. It's in a lot of stuff. It's the foaming agent to actually give you some lather and some, scrubbing action. It's C16H32O6 for those of you who took chemistry and remember those CHO compounds. And yeah, it might not be if you're super, 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 super strict and you don't want anything related to palm kernel oil, because I've heard that it's devastating some rainforest stuff and whatever. Like I said, I used to think I was going to live in a bubble, and then you got to kind of pick and choose your battles. And so I feel that ingredient is in almost everything, the Decyl glucoside, or in a lot of products that when I was researching. And so it's safe. And my other big thing was I was researching, I realized, okay, this shampoo is very concentrated. When you take it out and you're going to lather, literally that's all I use. I use a pea drop. I know it's hard to see, but I don't use that much on her. And she has hair now. She's 5.5. She's not a baldy little kid anymore. And it's so mild and it's not overwhelming. But then they also are I have a towel in here, so I'm just gonna wipe that off. So then, it's that look at it's nice and not sticky and weird or red. Something's red. Let's be real. Do you really want to put that all over your kid? And then, there's chamomile in it and coneflower, jojoba, grapeseed oils, and then the citrus, a little bit of tangerine, grape, the wheat germ extract and grapefruit oil, and some linoleic and linolenic acid, and some lemon. And literally there's not that much bad stuff in here. Aloe vera is one of the first ingredients also. And so I was actually very pleased upon researching this, that I feel relatively okay using this on my kid. So that really, really made me happy. And the other thing that I was realizing when I was researching is that our water is so huge too. So I tried to order some water filters recently from YouTube, and they never came. So I'm good at falling for scams apparently, so I gotta do better research to order water filters. I have this old thing from Thailand when I used to live there, and it goes on, we have like one of those hose sprayers more upstairs, and this is like germanium ions supposed to be, and these little rocks, and it's supposed to ionize something, filter your water a little bit. So I was thinking that, you know, just our water alone, like we have chlorine, all the stuff in there, like, is that even that great? So if you want to be like drive yourself crazy on this stuff, you'll go crazy. And I used to be a lot like that. Now, like I said, my kid eats sugar. She does a lot of things. I'm like, oh, she's fine. This is life. So I feel actually really good about using Kidscents shampoo anymore. I actually, like I said, I use it myself sometimes. It's mild. It smells so good. She thinks it's great. Well, she doesn't know anything else about it. So that's awesome. So then that brings me to the bath gel. We just got this recently because it's kind of fun. It's not all out bubble bath. It's supposed to be a, you know, like bath gel that you would use for soap, but it's fun because it's a little sudsy. I don't put a bunch of bubble bath stuff for her ever. So this is the closest thing she gets. So she's like, woohoo, thumbs up. And that's thanks again to the Decyl glucoside, probably, because that's also in here. And then there's a really, really long one, Sodium Lauryl Glucosides Hydroxypropylsulfonate. And yeah, aced that one. I love it because it's sodium lauryl, but it's spelled with a YL. And SLS, and there's one, it sounds really worse, but technically sodium lauryl sulfate is worse. The SLS, excuse me. So the Sodium Lauryl Glucosides Hydroxypropylsulfonate doesn't have the, it wasn't made with as much chemical base and petrochemicals. And so it's, the one that's in here is actually safer than a lot of ones that you'll see on the market that sound similar, Sodium Lauryl Sulfate. So just think sulfates, not good, they're bad, you know, they're not made well, and they're somewhat polluted. So that actually got a 1 out of 10 on the safe scale. So I was like, sweet. And this really doesn't have that much ingredients in it. You know, it has the little bit of, you know, xanthan gum you'll see for thickening, citric acid, you know, mild preservative. I mean, you could eat this stuff. And then tangerine oil, I skipped a few, but you get the gist. There's hardly anything in there, and it's amazing. Again, it's pretty benign. It's not super smelly. It's really like fresh. I asked my daughter, well, what do you think of it? She's like, oh, like, why are you asking me, Mom? Do you like how it smells? Yeah, let me play with my animals. Leave me alone, Mom. So, yeah, it's been a hit, and like I say, you can use it on yourself, but it's safe to use like pretty much on a baby, but pretty much like, I'd say 2 on for sure. And so I'm really, really thankful for Young Living. Even going to the store, I wouldn't trust those products as much. And these are both about $17 if you're on Essential Rewards. So they last forever. They're concentrated. I got to go pick her up from gymnastics, so I got to run. But thank you all so much for watching. And if you have any questions, just comment below. I don't have a big freebie because I don't know, like, a lot of people like want kids bath gel, whatever. So I was going to do a little crystal medley for everybody who comments below. And I'm working on the February ones because I'm just like, mom who's running, you know, a couple businesses and going. So I will get those out too, I promise. And so the next one will be a couple fun crystals because it's our crystal theme month. So just comment below the products that you like to use. It doesn't have to be the Kidscent ones, but preferably Young Living ones that you've used. And like, you know, I probably muffled the lavender one, which is up here. So this is my go-to, but which ones do you like to use so that we can all learn from each other? I love seeing the comments. And thank you all so much. This has been a blast with Jamie rocking this, and all you others. Love watching you, Rachel and Courtney and Dixie. And thanks again. See you soon. Bye.